2.
What's up, everybody?
Hey,
That's
Rhonda, and this is,
Reggie.
and we are
Rhongietalk.
Rhongietalk.
Welcome to our second episode.
4 years later.
4 years later. Man,
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
It went by fast though, right? It didn't seem like it was 4 years.
It didn't seem like it was 4 years. And it's amazing that we're talking about it being 4 years and this is just our second episode. That's the crazy part about it. This is just the second episode.
Yeah.
And this is pretty much unrehearsed. We felt that we owed it to our fan base, all of maybe 20, 25 people that are still subscribed to us. Did we grow it to 25?
We're at 18.
We're 18, so we lost a few.
Yeah.
Do you think something may have happened to them? I hope they didn't die or something like that. That'd be pretty messed up. It's like, oh, I've been waiting around for this damn Rhongie, whatever the hell talk, and I done had a stroke and stroked out.
So,
Anyway.
if you're watching,
Yeah.
please like, share,
Yeah.
and subscribe.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Like I said,
We plan on being back for good.
Yeah, we have time now. We've actually carved out some time to where we will be able to actually do episodes and communicate to people and give our opinion on different topics and things, because that was our intention when we initially embarked on this journey, this YouTube journey. Remember how excited we was? Like, it was, ooh, everybody, YouTube, ooh.
Yeah. Well, it still is a big deal though.
Yeah, it's a big deal, but I think I'm a bit more grumpier now. Like 4 years later.
That comes with age.
Yeah, like 4 years later, your opinion changes about a lot of stuff, and you just don't really feel like, you're just not as tolerant. I'm not as tolerant as like I don't think I've ever really been tolerant, but I think, I controlled it better. But now that I'm a senior, I feel, I know how older people feel now. Like when older people are like when they want to speak their mind about something and they just say it and they just blurt it out and different stuff.
So my opinion about that is that age is just
Is this like
number.
a topic we're about to talk about
I
now?
guess.
Okay.
Age is just a number. And yes, you may feel less tolerant.
Mm.
I don't know if it necessarily has to do with age, though. I think it just has to do with life experiences.
That's a good point, because like, especially people that have children, and they live with you. Yeah, that's an experience. Like, that's an experience. Like, I don't know how many people get to experience it. Like, you have children that have children, and they all live with you.
It has its ups and downs.
It has its ups and downs. It has
But
its
that's
upside.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, just living with people in general is a challenge. You don't really know anybody until you live with them.
Yeah, but we've known these people for
But
some time.
they're different now that they're adults, though.
Yeah, but they're still your children, and they still have some of the same things that they did when they was a kid and different stuff and whatnot. So, I don't know. So what was he talking about? Like being old and being grumpy?
No, I was telling you that you're not old and you're not grumpy. You just
Now, hold on.
You said a senior. That was your word.
Okay, so a senior don't mean like
Okay.
I'm saying like I'm old or something like that.
Okay, and I agree that you're not.
Yeah, I agree with you that I'm not, But at the end of the day, living with people who you've known for some time and you've watched them grow up, and then they grow and they have their own opinion about things, it's kind of interesting because you still are the parent. And it's hard for you to sit by and not say things sometimes. Like, you really have to, put your hand in a mouse trap or something, like to keep yourself from saying stuff.
I don't think there's anything wrong with saying what you have to say. I just think it's about how you say it.
Delivery?
Yeah.
Delivery. Yeah, delivery is important. But sometimes, and to emphasize delivery, sometimes there's different deliveries that you have to do. Like, how you have like next day, you got like next day, shipping and all that kind of stuff. And you know how they have it where like, oh, well, if you, Amazon's like, oh, if you wait 2 days, we can package all your stuff together for convenience. And then they have the stuff where it's like, oh, if you wait an extra couple of days, we'll give you a
free shipping.
Well, if you got Prime, you get free shipping anyway. So they try to get you to wait, and they'll offer, what's the book thing that they own? What's that they own? What's that book company?
Audible.
Audible, yeah. You get a free Audible book.
Or Kindle.
Or Kindle. Yeah, whichever
Yeah, they
one.
partner with both.
Yeah, so, you know, sometimes they give you stuff like that. So basically, delivery is important when you're saying something to somebody. Sometimes you have to deliver with force.
I think you catch more flies with honey.
Yeah, and you can get messed over a lot if you do too much honey talking, so to speak. Like if you're being all sweet and nice and you know, oh, you little snowflake, you, oh, you poor little.
Well,
I don't want you
I
to
don't
melt.
mean like that. I mean, find the balance. There's somewhere in between honey and force. It's like,
Yes,
you know,
force is important.
but it's like in the middle, not like really hard force, just like gentle force, or
Well-
just like respectful force. How about that?
Mm.
And I guess I really think force is not the right word. How about respectful adult conversation?
Respectful adult conversation.
RAC.
Did you hear that from somewhere? Or did you just make that up?
I just made
Oh,
that
that's
up.
that's original. Okay, I give you credit for that. That's original. I don't know if I totally agree with you on that, because some people are very like hard headed. Like some people have like heads that are made of like granite, you know, titanium, steel, that kind of stuff, and like stuff just don't penetrate into the brain unless you use a what's that like to do with the snap in Marvel.
Thanos?
Yeah, sometimes you gotta come down like a Thanos on people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta just like,
His heart was in the right place.
yeah, it was. I mean, some of the stuff that Thanos was talking about, it was very necessary. It was cruel, you know, in a way, like, I don't know who's gonna disappear when I snap my finger, but half of y'all gonna be gone. But for what he was talking about, saving the earth and extending the life of the planet, or whichever planet they was talking about, it kind of made sense. Now we're drifting into something else, though. See, now
We should save that for the next episode, though.
Okay, we'll talk about population control.
Yes.
We'll population control. We'll talk about that another time.
So before we
Oh,
end,
look at that! It popped up on my phone. See, Google, nosy. I didn't say hey Google, did I?
no, what happened?
It was sitting there talking about population control.
Oh.
See, that just goes to show you people that at the end of the day, they're already hearing everything. The government and everybody, they already hear everything you're talking about. It don't matter anymore. Like you can't hide from like either your Ring doorbell.
Big brother.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's the government.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Big Brother, government, FBI, CIA, National Intelligence, whatever. They're listening to every single thing we do. They hear everything. They hear us when we fart. You know, like, you ever thought about that? Like they're listening, like the NSA is listening, like, oh, did you hear that? You just farted.
Listen, not to change the subject, but I want to end this inaugural, is that the right word, inaugural episode by saying to our audience that even though it's 4 years later, not much has changed. And did you realize that this year we're going to have been together 35 years?
No. I'm the typical male. I don't be remembering stuff like that. See, now that's the difference. See,
I don't really mind.
And-
It's not that big of a deal to me.
and I don't think a lot of women should mind that. At the end of the day, I think a lot of women should be okay with like being like, oh, you remember my anniversary.
It's not just mine though; it's yours too.
Well, yeah, I know that, but when I'm look,
Which brings me to my point. It's not that big of a deal, is it really?
for some people it is.
I understand, but
You know, I guess that depends on people's language of love. You know, like
I
everyone has their
mean,
own language of
that's
love.
true. I feel like it's more important that you're still together.
Me too. Me too. So all you women out there, like your husband might have forgot your birthday or something like that. Is he still there? Is he still there with you? After all that time, is he still there with you? That's the question.
Yeah, I think we ought to make one of our standard topics of conversation different relationships. And so what we want you guys to do is put in the comments some things that you want to talk about. Also, we're on Instagram at Rhongietalk, and so we'll do hopefully some reels, some stories, and you guys can comment there also and let us know some things that you want us to talk about. But for now, we're going to wrap it up.
But you know what?
And we're going to say thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. And
please like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And I guess we'll be out there on some of the different media and stuff. Now, I just want to be clear. I am not the type of person that like really responds back like right away about some stuff. You can ask me some questions, but please don't ask me like no crazy off the wall stuff or anything like that. Let's keep it real. Simple. Ask questions. If it's a topic you want us to talk about, something you think it might be interesting to hear our perspective on something, let us know. Okay?
And until next time, he is...
I'm Reggie. And that is...
I'm Rhonda.
And we
are
Rhongietalk.
Talk.